Before time had a name, before galaxies started spinning, before anything existed at all, there was just you, floating, waiting, hungry. You are the Deadlights, an ancient cosmic entity drifting through a void called the Macroverse. You have no body, you have no shape. You are just pure, endless, orange light, pulsing with an appetite that has never been satisfied. Somewhere out there, a giant turtle named Maturin just vomited up an entire universe. Thanks for that, buddy. Now you have somewhere new to explore. Millions of years pass. You spot a tiny blue planet orbiting a yellow star. Looks cozy. Looks promising. You rocket toward it inside a burning chunk of space rock, crashing down with enough force to shake the ground for miles. The explosion flattens everything within sight. Deep below the crater, you begin carving tunnels and chambers. The impact site will eventually become a small town in Maine called Derry. You burrow deep beneath the earth, establishing a lair in the darkness below. This place will be your territory, your hunting ground, your personal all-you-can-eat buffet that never closes. But hold on, the planet is empty of anything worth eating, just dinosaurs and bugs and trees, boring. So you do what any reasonable cosmic horror would do. You take a nap, a very, very long nap. Millions of years pass while you snooze underground, waiting for something tastier to evolve. Finally, they arrive, creatures that walk on two legs, build fires, tell stories, and best of all, they have fears. Delicious, irrational, overwhelming fears. You can smell their terror wafting down through the soil, and it smells absolutely divine. Time to wake up and introduce yourself. You quickly learn the rules of your new hunting ground. These creatures fear what they cannot understand. They fear the dark. They fear monsters under their beds. They fear things hiding in closets and lurking in basements. They fear the scratching sounds coming from the attic at midnight. And you? You can become any of those things. Your shape-shifting abilities are basically unlimited. Want to be a werewolf wearing a high school jacket? Done. A mummy wrapped in rotting bandages? Easy. A swarm of flying leeches attacking from a refrigerator? Why not? A giant bird with eyes the size of dinner plates? Absolutely. You are fear-given form, and you can customize that form to match whatever nightmare your prey carries in their fragile little mind. But here is where you get clever. You realize that the young ones are easier to scare. Their fears are simpler, purer, and way more creative than anything the adults come up with. Adults fear boring stuff. Taxes, job interviews, their own mortality. But children? Children fear clowns with razor teeth hiding in storm drains. Children fear the things scratching at their window at 3 a.m. Children fear the monster that smiles too wide and offers them balloons. Speaking of clowns, you need a default form. Something friendly enough to lure prey close, but creepy enough to terrify them once you reveal your true intentions. You observe a carnival performer named Bob Gray entertaining crowds with his painted face and silly costume. The children love him, they trust him, they follow him without question. Perfect. You consume Bob Gray and steal his identity. Now you are Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Silver suit with orange pom-poms running down the front, big white gloves on your hands, bald head with red tufts of hair sticking out on each side, a huge painted smile hiding rows of teeth that definitely do not belong in any circus act. Your eyes can change color depending on your mood. Yellow when you are hungry, blue when pretending to be friendly, orange when you are about to strike. You are adorable and horrifying at the same time. You are an optical illusion wrapped in a costume wrapped in an ancient evil from beyond the stars. Sometimes you carry red balloons. They float even when the wind is blowing the wrong direction. Your hunting strategy is elegant. You wake up every 27 years, feed for about a year, then go back to sleep. Think of it as seasonal eating, except each season lasts nearly 3 decades. During your active periods, you target children because their fears are easier to interpret in physical form. Fear makes the meat taste better. You call this salting the meat. And yes, you take your culinary technique very seriously. You develop some impressive powers over the centuries. Telepathy lets you read minds and discover exactly what terrifies each victim. Shapeshifting lets you become those terror. Illusions let you create elaborate scenarios that only your prey can see. You can control the weather, manipulate weak-minded adults into ignoring your activities, and teleport anywhere within your territory. The only catch is that you cannot leave Derry. You are bound to this town the same way a spider is bound to its web. Your influence spreads through the entire community. Adults who witness strange events mysteriously forget them. Missing children are barely investigated. The town becomes complicit in your feeding, even if most residents have no idea why they feel so apathetic about the horrors happening around them. Derry is you, and you are Derry. But you have weaknesses too. Courage is basically kryptonite to your whole operation. When prey refuses to be afraid, you struggle to harm them. When groups of victims band together with genuine bravery, you find yourself outmatched. Your strength comes from fear, so fearlessness leaves you vulnerable. Also, you must obey the rules of whatever form you take. If you become a vampire, you are weak to sunlight. If you become a creature with a physical heart, that heart can be destroyed. Centuries pass. You develop a comfortable rhythm. Wake up, terrorize children, feast on their fear-saturated flesh, return to hibernation. Rinse and repeat. The town builds around your crash site. The sewers become your highways. The storm drains become your fishing holes. You are living your best eternal life. Then something unexpected happens. A group of children decides to fight back. They call themselves the Losers Club, which is honestly a great name for a band of prey that refuses to be prey. There are 7 of them. A stuttering kid obsessed with finding his missing brother. A chubby kid who loves history. A germaphobe with an inhaler. A fast-talking loudmouth. A girl whose father terrifies her more than you do. A farm kid. And a kid so scared of everything that he might be your perfect victim, except he refuses to give up. You underestimate them because they are just kids. What could they possibly do against an interdimensional apex predator? Turns out, they can do quite a lot. They figure out your weaknesses. They discover that belief is a weapon. They attack you with improvised weapons powered by pure conviction. One of them shoots you with a slingshot, and because they genuinely believe it will hurt you, it actually hurts. You are forced to retreat and lick your wound. 27 years later, you wake up ready for revenge. The losers are all grown up now. Adults. Theoretically harder to scare. But you have been planning this encounter for decades. You begin picking off new children, leaving messages for your old enemies. The adult losers return to Derry, and the final battle begins. Here is where things go sideways. You transform into your most terrifying form yet. A massive spider-clown hybrid with legs sprouting from your back and the deadlights burning in your throat. You capture one of them in your hypnotic gaze. Victory seems certain. Then they start insulting you, mocking you, calling you a stupid clown, laughing at your attempts to frighten them. And because your power comes from fear, their lack of fear starts shrinking you. Literally shrinking you. Your massive spider legs become noodles. Your towering form collapses into something pathetic and small. You are reduced to the size of a baby, trembling and weak. They reach into your chest and find your heart. The heart you only have because you took the form of something with a heart. They squeeze it together, all of them at once, and you feel something you have never felt before. Defeat. Genuine, absolute defeat. Your heart explodes into paste. Your body crumbles to ash. The deadlights flicker and fade. The lair collapses. The house above crumbles into a sinkhole. Your billions of years of existence end because a bunch of adults remembered how to be brave kids again. But wait. There are rumors. Whispers in other towns. Other stories. Other dimensions. Spray-painted words appearing on memorial plaques. Pennywise lives. Clowns spotted in sewers decades after your supposed death. Maybe you are truly gone. Maybe some fragment of the Deadlights still floats out there in the Macroverse, waiting for another asteroid, another crash site, another town full of delicious fear. Or maybe you are just taking another really, really long nap. After all, patience is your greatest virtue. You have literally forever to wait for your next meal. Right now, though, you are stuck in the void between existence and oblivion, wondering how things went so wrong. You are an ancient cosmic horror who conquered planets and devoured civilizations. You survived the birth of the universe itself, and you got taken down by a pharmacist with an inhaler and a romance novelist who writes grocery store paperbacks. Maybe next time, just stay in the Macroverse and order takeout.